Well, I didn't think it was one of our better games. I mean, I think, obviously we made it close, but some guys were okay. And you can't be okay at this time of the year against a team like that. So, without fooling ourselves and, really taking a look in the mirror here, like we have to be better as a group and to a man, which I didn't think we were tonight. And you can, obviously, with the push that they had there, we gave up 3 shots in the house, but that came down to some stick battles, some lost battles, and but just it wasn't good enough. So it's not good enough. But if you lose a game by 1 goal, it means you may be good, but you weren't good enough, and you can't be average and okay against a team like that at this time of the year.
It seemed that you had the momentum after the second period going up 3-2, and then third period you guys only registered 2 shots on net.
Yeah.
McInnis's goal with 8 seconds left. What was the problem?
Start chasing a little bit. We weren't managing the puck well at all game, and then you end up, and that was actually spiraling in the second period. And then we had a little bit of bite, started chipping pucks behind them, got in a forecheck, and we scored 2 goals by that. But you get away from it, and then you end up chasing. They managed the puck. They're a possession team to do a good job of that. But when we had the puck on our stick, if we're not supporting, we just got too spread out tonight. Every time the guy that got the puck, in the neutral zone or even in our own end, I mean, he'd be, sprinting up the ice, and then the next second guy was on the other side of the ice. And it's just we have to have more 5-foot support and more of a 5-man unit, half ice, all over the ice, and I think that's where we felt we were chasing. So we were working harder than we had to work, and then that expends energy, and lack of energy ends up, turning into what happened in the third period. So we end up, it puts you on your heels.
Coach, I'm sure you would love to be going to Esther up 3-2, but what kind of positives are you able to take away from this 3-game stretch here?
Well, I think when we play the right way and we're successful, we have to identify the type of team we are and play to that and play to our strengths. And we got away from that tonight. You can see where our depth in making sure that shift to shift focus it has to be on cue all the time. You can't let up for a second. And but I think we've been a good road team all year. There's a lot of fight in that room. We fought to get here, fought to get to the playoffs, played against some really good teams to get there. And so, like I said, I mean, for us, it's a matter of taking a breath, reeling it in, and going down there and playing 2 game 7s. Monday night's a game 7.
If they don't have their goalie, what kind of effect does that have?
Shouldn't have anything. Who's in the net or who's in the lineup? We have to play the way we have to play, and that's the first thing. Before you start worrying about what they have as much. I mean, obviously, line combinations and matchups. You don't have last change on the road, but we got to play and get back to what what got us here and what made us successful. Whether it's whoever's in the net.
Any chance that Seep will be back in the lineup?
Yeah, I mean, we have some options there. I mean, we looked at some things, and we'll have to, make some adjustments and look at some guys. And obviously, we felt that tonight, some of our team speed lacked a little bit, and but we're going to have to get some guys and some fresh bodies in there and get a little bit of jump in energy. And like I said, I mean, you're talking about a 7-game series from day one is something that we knew we were getting ourselves into, and to be consistently good every single night, and that is what it's about, and that's the challenge for whether it's us or anybody to be able to play with that intensity night in and night out, and that's the biggest thing. And we talked about, like, it is, if you feel like you're not going, you got to find a way to work through it. You have to play smarter. You have to do things that are going to, not put any more pressure on yourself as far as chasing and all this stuff. So, we just have to be better as a group Monday.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, guys, Johnny McInnis.
All right, Johnny, talk about the way the game played out tonight. Much different than the first 2 games here in Orlando.
Yeah, kind of a different game. I think we didn't play as desperate maybe as we should have. We really had an opportunity to go up a game here, heading down there with 2 games to get it done and seal the deal. But we didn't get it done tonight. It's okay. Just take a step back, look in the mirror. I think the way we lost the game in the third period, we just have to learn that not to let off the gas pedal. I mean, I think we really, especially in the second period, we were kind of lackadaisical a little bit. They were controlling the play, but we were winning. So I think we had a really good chance to kind of wake up in between periods there and come out in the third and play our game and put them away. And if you don't do that this time of year, you're not going to win hockey games, especially in the third period, and that's what happened tonight.
How frustrating was it, especially given the fact that you guys played so well in the games on Tuesday and Thursday, to get to this point that you came up short?
Yeah, it's frustrating, but we have to win 2 hockey games. That needs to be the focus here. We were down 2-0, came back and tied it up. So I mean, we know what we have to do to get back. We have a resilient team in there and a hard-working group of guys. And I think we just have to stick to our guns a little bit and use our speed as we had, and really pressure their D-men, and we'll be successful down there.
Jenny, as you mentioned, you guys were down 2-0 coming into here. What did playing these 3 games at home kind of do for you guys, whether it be morale or momentum?
Yeah, it's always more comfortable at home. You never want to make sure that your building is a place you bring a lot of energy to. You feed off the energy of the crowd here, everything. So I think it was important to us to have good starts. I think we did that in all 3 games. I think we did a good job of having a good start. The other 2 we sustained the start. Tonight we didn't. And like I said, we were still winning after 2 periods. So I mean, at this time of year, that has to be a win, plain and simple. So.
What's the locker room like right now with this game being almost a must-win, just to get that little bit of
Yeah.
pressure off before that down to our guys going, we have a long road ahead, or is this something we can get 2 games at their house?
Yeah, it's probably the same as it was, the other night when we were down 2-0. It's must-win games. We knew we couldn't go down 3-0 or 3-1, so we just have to use what we have already accomplished to this point to, continue to succeed. And I think when our team's back's against the wall, we've done a good job responding. There's no doubt in that. So I think the locker room right now is just about what you expect. It's a little quiet in there, but we need to learn, and I think we're going to do that the next day or 2 here and fire it up on Monday.
On Monday?
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Jenny. Shane, do you want in on this? All right. All right, Ben, you had a goal in the second period that kind of changed momentum around a little bit, got the game tied. Talk about the goal and talk about what you guys were feeling on the bench at that particular point.
I thought we were, getting a little frustrated with our play. I think as a team we have high expectations for ourselves, and with that goal, I think we just, I try to create some energy. I know I was maybe gripping my stick a little too much tonight, and wasn't bearing down on the wall, so I just tried to chip in any way, and I think Keenan and Rosie made a nice play to me keeping the puck in, and I was lucky to find the back of the net there. So.
And what was the tenor of everything on the bench at that point after you scored?
Oh yeah, after the goal, I think it kind of led to a little bit of energy. Maybe I think that's one thing I try to do as a player is try to get the guys going, and I think the next shift, Brady came out and scored another one for us. So I think at that point, the bench was pretty pumped up and into the game.
How difficult was this loss tonight, given the fact that you guys played so well in Game 3 and Game 4 just a few days ago?
Yeah, I think tonight was disappointing. We had a big home crowd for us. It's been, I guess, they've been pretty good to us all year, and tonight we wanted to win. And going into their rink on Monday, it would have been big being up by a game, only a game left to clinch the series. But I guess in hockey you have to have short-term memory and just move on and look to get a win on Monday.
What do you think it's going to take for you guys to go down there and win those 2 games?
It's going to take group effort. Everybody, knowing their role and pitching in any way, and I think the 2 previous games we've done that. Coming in here from Albany, I knew that we were down 2-0, and I wanted to do anything I could to help the guys out, and I thought the last 2 games we've done that, and tonight just wasn't there for us.
Over these last 3 games, you guys have pretty much won what you'd have in 9 periods, besides this third period today.
Yeah, I think going into those 2 games, you mean the next 2 games, right? Yeah, the next 2 games, the confidence is still going to be there. No guys are going to, hang their head. And like I said, we got to have short-term memory. And we know that this team is beatable, and we know that we have the group to do it. And we just got to go out and, like I said, play a group effort. Playoff hockey is north-south, hard hitting, and I think the last 2 games we've done that. We've been in their face, and I think we kind of take over the game when we do that. And tonight, I think the energy level wasn't there.
Vince said we're going down for 2 game 7s.
Right. Yeah. Right now we're hanging by. I'm not gonna say we're hanging by a thread, but they're must wins, and I think that's the fine line there. We just gotta win 2 hockey games, and we know we can do it. There's no doubt.
Thank you.
Yep. No problem, guys.